someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the action. And right away, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Packers.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Falcon defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jonathan Owens.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. The back deep is Jaden Reed. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Get it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Falcons 0.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score, Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And down he'll go at the 25. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown! Jayden Reed with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Quay Walker on the coverage.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Here we go. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the Packer 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them were big. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Packers.
They're going to look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give to Jones. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. He'll look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive will start with an option going left, and he stopped immediately there. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They got his man, complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And
they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A 55-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So they elect to pass up on the field goal here that would have given them the lead late, Charles. They must have thought they had a play up their sleeve that would work. I guess they did. They got it.
They did. Exactly. I'm with you on that one. They felt confident in that play. They may have also looked at their defense and said, let's not put them back out there in this situation anymore. Let's bleed this clock down even further. And even if they do have to kick the field goal or attempt it again, at least now they don't have to play as much defense.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. With big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I've been more in pain, waiting broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like, wait. You know I'm an Eastside whip, whip.